去换了。哎呀，没事，直接登录2026，不是2026，2K26。嘿嘿，关他屁事啊！不是啊，关他屁事啊！哎呀，哎，我家下载 PU，他又不下载，这也不能怪我们。我没有加，我没有加啊，对啊，每个都想要在，我打把他加进来，然后他又给我拉一堆有的没的人，根本不认识是谁。哦，这个又玩 PU，对吧？他自己也不会揪啊，在那边哭腰。嗯，
哎，干张生不用当兵了，好像
为嘛？
打真的会过关了，
我现在开始吃，
他就绝对不用当。
来开始直播。
你现在开直播？
对对，我现在开始，我刚开。
那我再这样每天吃宵夜都不能听过，受不了了。
哎，没事啊，要讲可以啊，我就关掉就好，然后再开就好。
那你这样不留档啊？
啊，你这种
不留档的可以那个啊。
没事啊，反正，我想想，还是可以把我的麦关掉，怎么关了？有没有办法关麦啊？
你刚才要关到。
好像也是，他不可能现在在看我直播，我这种可怜。OK，妈，快打出拓王者！
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. DeAnthony Melton out there with Pajemski.
谁要出来试交易啊？好嘞，哎呀，笑哎，现在出来，现在出来，他妈会睡着吧？哎呦，怎么请重新连接啊？哎呦，啊，我不要重新连接啊，重开。嗯，改炮管，炮管。
上面那个橘黑色。哦，懂了。那我们不会有一台橘黑黑色的话，一台。哎，58125的18，忘记。好，那算一下我回来黑色的。然后他有一次停车让人家出不来，被在那个车上。阿迪在那个体育馆之前。
Here's Butler. Last game out, he had 14. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Holiday out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Podziemski. He has 5. Melton's shot is good.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Thybulle. 8 points for him. 5 on the clock. Pass to Holiday. That's tipped. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Hey, these guys.
And that about wraps it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Deni Avdia.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. DeAnthony Melton out there with Podziemski. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. And Green slams it in.
That's great anticipation in getting that steal. Butler turning defense into offense.
Trailblazers leading by 16. And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Shots good from Butler.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Pass to Kamare. Klingon the screen for Avdia. To the middle. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Avdia. Avdia has got 5 assists tonight. Butler against Avdia. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, Jimmy throwing it down. Wow, that was tough.
It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Pass to Kamare. Hits the three-point bomb. Kamare's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
Now Melton takes the 3. It's good from long range.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you guys.
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Kamare. Now Klingon. And here's Avdia. They set the pick. Back to Klingon. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Melton. And it's off from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Holiday with the three. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Butler. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And when Jimmy Butler is this confident, he is a nightmare to contain. Butler just takes over games with his scoring.
Warriors trail by 14. On the wing, Melton. Avdia against Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Misses the three. Portland leading by 14. On the wing, Holiday. Jacks up a three. Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Butler feeling out a bit. Pass to Podziemski. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
And Green gets it to go.
Now, look at the hustle there from Draymond, leaving it all on the floor.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Lillard checked in for the Trailblazers. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. The 4th spot held by Donovan Clingan.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here's Butler. He's got 12. Pass to Podziemski. Bangs home the trifecta. Podziemski's got 6 in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Back to Lillard. Now Kamara. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Shot from 16, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jimmy Butler.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Now, here's Melton. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. They now take the lead. Green's got 10.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A different look now for Portland. Robert Williams is checked in for Toumani Camara. Grant comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Sharp. Still yet to score. It's tipped. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Now Podziemski, following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. Butler with the ball, now defended by Grant, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you could talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
And Portland making a change here. Diaz checked in. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Williams, a screen on Butler. Here's Avdija. Book it off the crossover. Avdija's got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Butler. He's got 18. No good on the three.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Grant finds Sharp. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Grant for 3. And it's Melton with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. The shot missing. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Grant, that's good. 6 points for Jeremy Grant.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Podziemski. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. That's a 2 from Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And here is Butler. Nobody near Milton. And the Warriors, another 3.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
And that's... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdija. Jeremy Grant is out there with Williams, and it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Takes a 3. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Hands it from downtown. Sharp's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Pass to Curry. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now, here's Lillard from deep three-point land, and another 3 for Portland.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Avdija, following the miss by Draymond Green. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Lillard. Grant outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Stephen Curry. And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise values skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
Lillard, and they take the lead. And that's 13 points for Lillard. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Blazers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
And here's Sharp after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. He takes it in, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Curry against Lillard. Curry kicks to Melton. Back to Curry for the three. And the Warriors, another three.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Grant. Here's Camara. Avdia kicks to Lillard. Back to Avdia. Williams sets a screen for Avdia. No good from outside.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
Butler against Avdia. Card earned by Butler.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
Lillard from outside. Portland again missing. Warriors leading by 5. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Curry gets the bucket.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Pass to Green. Williams with the block. Avdia on the wing. Defended by Butler. Camara up top. Williams sends a screen for Sharp. Got a piece of it. Melton finds Green. A good look for Melton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 8. Avdia with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Lillard missing. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So for the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Drew Holiday in for Lillard. Now here is Holiday. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Misses and the dry spell continues. Out to the wing. Avdia against Curry. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Now, here's Thybulle. He's guarded by Melton. And that one's good. Thybulle.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Holiday against Green. Pass to Melton. From past the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Klingon's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Holiday has it in the corner. All sorts of time, and the basket is good. And that's 12 points for Drew Holiday.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
Now, here's Melton. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. Curry from three.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Avdia against Curry. Thibault can't get it to go.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
Here's Butler. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Pass to Thibault. Inside. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
That's just a great job of finishing by Klingon.
Tim, walk me down the Donovan Klingon pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a two-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Melton. Outside Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Over Holiday.
And an excellent defender. The way Holiday disrupts and stays active and engaged on this end. Outstanding.
Thibault gets to Avdia. On the wing, Holiday. Going inside, Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great. Here's Green. Curry outside, from outside. Another chance. Klingon with the block.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
Rebounded by Curry.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Deflects the pass. Outside Holiday. Spins. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Holiday outside. And down goes the three.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Now, here's Melton. Here's Curry for three. Curry with the three at the other end.
He's just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
Full team on Holiday. Kamara with it. He's against Green. Holiday fires. The three doesn't go.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. So neither attempt will fall that time frame. Trailblazers trail by 5. Now Holiday puts up a three. Trying again. Got a piece of it. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, you just feel awful for him. Injuries are the very worst part of this game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharps checked in.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Now, here's Melton. Stephen Curry. Good, another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Here's Avdia. Oh, that was a two-hander. Fires. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how...
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce.
再来一场。下一场打谁？打灰熊。灰熊很强。哎呦嘿啊！哎呦嘿，灰熊啊！哎呦，给 Stanton， 给他控好了。Morton 去投。巴特勒要打，孔明打上来，周末不要跑投，跑投没什么用。妈推投他们到底是啥小了，烂。
Northern California. And the Warriors, one of the league's most aggressive teams, Shams, trying to surround Curry with a supporting cast.
That's always the challenge in Golden State, is optimizing Stephen Curry.
关直播太烫。